Thank you, Bruno. Detective Roberts. This can't be you. Everybody thinks you're dead. How the hell am I gonna find out, or help you find out, who Mr. Black is? Oh my God, this is unreal. What is gonna happen now? Steven? Steven!
Maddie, you showed up sooner than I thought.
I can't believe you had the audacity to want to see me after you helped my twin sister hold me hostage.
I didn't help Lynette hold you hostage. She was the one that did everything with that. I was just the one that helped puppeteer the whole situation with the original Lakeside Falls serial killer. Now, Maddie, I'm finally ready to tell you everything that you need to know. Every hole in this situation is finally going to come together tonight. That's why I needed to meet with you. Why don't you take a seat? Maddie, I'm ready to reveal some secrets about your past that I've been able to figure out. Many of them Lynette told me, but also some of them she took to the grave. But I was able to put the pieces together to figure out the real story. Now, Lynette told me that when you were little, you got in a horrific car crash that killed both of your parents, and you had amnesia. Yeah,
That's right.
One of the details she said that you never figured out was that Lynette wasn't your only sister at that time. You had a baby sister.
What? How did my parents hide that from me? A little sister? What was her name?
Angelica.
Lynette, what's the matter?
What's wrong? My two parents are dead, and I've been separated from my twin sister, Maddie, and also my little sister, Angelica. And how did this happen? She's been adopted, but not me.
Lynette, usually it's easier to adopt a baby girl than a 10-year-old girl.
I'm sorry. I just can't take it.
Shh, Lynette. Do you know what will happen if Sister Virginia hears you? You know what happened the last time. I'll tell you what. When you turn 18 years old, I will tell you where Maddie and Angelica went.
Thank you, Dr. Tontine.
Steven, you are freaking me out. This is all happening way too fast. Let me get this straight. Angelica was Lynette and my sister? And then she was given up for adoption?
Yes, and, see, my parents, they desperately wanted to have a child, but it couldn't happen. There was something wrong with my father, Brandon, and they adopted Angelica, and then when she was about 4 years old, they didn't want to be together anymore, and they separated, and my mother went with Dr. Tontine, and then I was born. Then my mother eventually went back to Brandon until his death when I was about 5 and Angelica was about 9. And then she married Dennis, who we consider our father. But anyways, now, after all of these years, Lynette had children, and one of her children was my greatest friend, Emma. She was such a good friend to me, Maddie. She was the greatest person I've ever met, and we were around the time that you met Lynette for the first time that you could remember. Mm-hmm. She got accepted into Vermont University as well as me. I'm sure you remember that time when you first met her, don't you?
Absolutely. Oh my God, she must be here. Maddie! Lynette, you have no idea how long I've been waiting for this, sister. This is crazy. Our resemblance is uncanny. Please come in. I can't believe this. I didn't even know that I had a twin. What do you mean you didn't know you had a twin? Well, after the accident, I got amnesia, and I don't remember anything or anything before the accident. I remember it like it was all yesterday. My goodness. Have you always lived here? Lynette, what's your life been like? Well, I was sent to an orphanage here in Boston, and I met a man there at the orphanage, and he told me that he would help me track you down and find you. But that bastard never kept his promise. And I finally was able to track him down. I basically told him that I would kill him if he didn't help me track you down and find you. But he told me that you were a detective and that you were here in Lakeside Falls. Yes, I started my career as a detective 2 years ago. Everything's been great. I've always missed out on having a family, though. But what about you? Do you have any kids? My daughter just found out that she was accepted into Vermont University. And she'll be going there with her good friend Stephen Diamond, who also lives in Lakeside Falls. I know him! You know Stephen? Well, he is the son of the man from the orphanage that helped me find you. I'm good friends with his half-sister Angelica. Angelica? I remember this, but I don't remember meeting any of Lynette's kids.
Yeah.
You know, I always knew that there was something mentally wrong with her, and I always knew that she knew you somehow. But, geez, that must be the why she always was so reactive and acted so suspicious when I talked about Angelica and I being friends.
Yeah. Now it gets to the crazy part, Maddie. See, this was only a couple months ago, this part I'm about to tell you now, and this was 10 years. It's been over 10 years since Emma was murdered.
Emma was murdered?
Yes, and I know who did it. Lynette, at the anniversary of her death, Lynette was basically the person that told me that she was my half-sister, basically, since Angelica's my sister. Guess I'm yours, too. I'm so sorry, Ms. Roberts. I can't believe it's been 10 years since Emma's death. I mean, I can't believe all your family has gone through. And poor Mary. She's gone all this time thinking...
It doesn't matter anymore. She's dead. Stephen, listen to me. I have something to tell you. Something I've known for a long time, but I haven't been able to tell you because I'm doing so much research.
What is it, Lynette?
Your sister Angelica is my sister, too.
Are you saying we're siblings? Lynette, what do you mean?
Angelica was adopted. I have a twin sister who is a detective who lives in Lakeside Falls. I only met her once, and it was about 10 years ago. But I know Angelica is my sister. I've been jealous all these years because I know your family has all the wealth. And it's not fair that Angelica grew up with all the riches while I was left to die in the orphanage.
Maddie and Angelica are good friends. You're saying they're sisters, too?
Yes, they just don't know it.
God, but... how does this tie all together, Lynette? This is crazy.
When are you planning to go back to Lakeside Falls?
Officially? Well, my parents' anniversary party is this weekend. I think I might stay then.
I need to tell you this. I have wanted revenge on Maddie and mostly Angelica after all of these years.
I want revenge on her too.
Why?
Because, Lynette, after all of these years, I know that Angelica...
Angelica what?
Because, oh God, I've known this for over a decade and I haven't told you, but...
Tell me.
Angelica's the one that ran over Emma.
How do you know this? That can't be true.
Yes, it is. I saw her in the window when she ran over her. She was screaming and Emma was just run over and on the ground. I saw her face. In the window. We got in an argument before that. She was trying to hit me. Oh my God. I would have killed her right then and there because just this flaming fire has been growing inside of me over these past 10 years. But I ran to England because I would have killed her right then and there. But now that I'm back, I'm ready for vengeance. Soon, Lynette. Soon. A serial killer will appear in Lakeside Falls. And we're going to frame her for it. I was secretly plotting with Lynette about the Lakeside serial killer. And then Angelica, and then everything happened with Angelica when I was pushed out the window and went into a coma. And then that was when Lynette started doing it all on her own and started spiraling out of control.
The only thing that I can also remember is the Halloween party.
Oh, gosh. That was when everyone thought that Angelica was the Lakeside serial killer.
Yes. And she was shot.
Yes. And then,
And then I ended up going outside. I was just like so stressed. I was looking for Bruno.
Yes. I remember. You and Bruno were talking.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went outside and that was the moment you were held captive.
I don't know if she's going to make it. I know it was a reaction, Bruno, but
she's a fugitive of justice. I don't understand. She's a fugitive. I understand that I shot someone that didn't have a gun, but I didn't know what she had. She turned around fast. I thought quick.
You know, you're right.
You think I'm trying to shoot her? I'm
you're
not.
Right. I shouldn't judge you. I just think we're just overtired. We need to get home and get some
I
rest.
was just going to leave anyways. I was
right.
waiting to hear from you. So
okay.
I'll see you in the station in the morning.
All right. Why, hello, Maddie.
Lynette?
Remember me? I am so happy that you kept in touch with me, seeing that I am your twin sister. When was the last time that we've been in touch? Over 10 freaking years ago. What's going on? I loved you, Maddie. And you didn't give one shit about me. I came there, and you just ran right back to Lakeside Falls. To what? Investigate stupid shit with Bruno? Why are you here? How did you know I was here? Because it's all part of the plan, Maddie. What plan? The plan to destroy Angelica, Maddie. I've been here for over a year, pretending to be you. You've been impersonating me? Yes. I haven't been impersonating you, Maddie. I've been you. I've been shopping, and people will wave and say, "Hi, Maddie," and I wave right back. And it'll all be fine once I get you out of the way. And when I talk to myself, I call myself Maddie. I don't answer to Lynette anymore. Wow. When I met you, I knew you were insane. But I had no idea it's gotten this far after all these years. Shut up, Maddie. Shut up. I am the killer. And even if you do escape me, your reputation is over. Goodbye, Madeline. No. Then I was held captive.
And then, that whole battle happened with Angelica and Lynette, and she was shot dead.
No. Don't you dare! Oh, my God.
There was so much commotion, and I escaped. Mary, where are you?
I'm right here, Stephen.
Okay, I have big news. Angelica Ramirez's husband, Jonathan Ramirez, he's alive.
What are you talking about? I thought you told me that guy killed him on the cruise. What was his name?
It doesn't matter. All that matters is, I'm sorry to say this, but your Aunt Madelyn, the Lakeside serial killer, was just shot by Angelica Ramirez.
I know the truth, Stephen. I know my real Aunt Madelyn is being held captive. And my mother, Lynette, is the real Lakeside Falls serial killer. So what are you trying to say to me? That my mother's dead?
Wow, I'm surprised it took you this long to figure it out that Lynette was the real Lakeside Falls serial killer. But Jonathan Ramirez, Angelica's husband that was thought to be dead, is alive and he's back in Lakeside Falls. And it's only been a couple of months since the fire. And Angelica's suffering can't end. I'm sure that she's just going to be let go by the police because it was self-defense.
Stephen, I know Angelica killed my sister, but what we're doing to her is almost worse than what she did to Emma. We're torturing her. This is illegal.
Mary, You have to do this for me. Think about Angelica waiting on the side of the road for your sister to come just so she could run her over with her car and put her car in drive and run her over as she screamed.
Fine, I'll do it. But I'm gonna need some money.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, Steven, is somebody here?
He's here.
Who's he? Shh. Where are you going? Oh my God. It's you.
I wouldn't threaten if I were you, Black, anymore, because I am so close to finding out who your identity is.
Really? Then who am I, Steven?
Let's start off by saying you're not Mr. Black. You're a Mrs. Black.
What makes you think that?
Because the night that Lynette Roberts was buried, when everyone thought she was Madelyn Roberts, I was in the cemetery watching the funeral service. Then, when everyone left, you appeared in a black hooded sweatshirt. I saw you, but you were in a mask. And you went up to the grave and you called Lynette Mommy. And you said you knew it was Lynette. So, I know that Mr. Black is the child of Lynette Roberts. She only had 2 children, Emma and Mary. And Emma died. Unless you faked your death like everyone else seems to do in this town. Why don't you just confess? Take off the mask, Mary. Or take off the mask, Emma. Oh my God. It really is you.